What is going on, YouTube? Kagen Fishing here, and I am so excited. I'm finally getting back in the Solo Skiff. It has been, I think, like a month since I've been in it. I miss it so bad. I'm launching over here at the Crash Boat Basin, and man, it's just gonna feel so good to get back on the Solo Skiff. I'm really excited to get out here and do some West Bay fishing in Galveston. It's just gonna feel good. It's really overcast this morning, pretty foggy, which I'm okay with just because it'll probably extend that morning bite. So you know I'm gonna start throwing some top waters. The water's warmed up. You can see that I'm wearing shorts, so no need for cold weather gear anymore. I'm just in a PFG and some shorts, and it feels great. Oh, by the way, Southern Fin Apparel has sent me a couple t-shirts. This is one of them. Actually, they've sent me a couple PFGs, and the back is pretty cool. Check this out. Yeah, you guys know that I love chasing after tail and reds, and so this shirt, it's just, oh man, it's spot on. You know I like bright colors, increases visibility by other boaters when you're out on the water, and it's so breathable. But these guys do not skimp in quality. They're really thin, really light, and I previously wore them on my last sailboat trip for the entire week that I was on it in 80-degree super summer weather. So I can say that I have worn these guys, and they are very comfortable. Also, they have some pretty cool buffs. So, pretty sweet patterns over here. They want to just give you a free buff. So use the link in the description below, go check it out, and get you a buff, and order some shirts, because their prints are awesome. You guys already saw that tailing redfish one, and check this one out. Pretty cool pattern. I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to go check out their apparel. Let's get on this skiff and go fish, dude. Oh man, does this feel good being back on the Solo. Woo. I forgot that warm weather brings out a bunch of skeeters. I didn't really forget that, but I was just very quickly reminded that mosquitoes love me. The wind's blowing pretty light, but just in the right direction for me to work this bridge real quick that's right here, and then I'm gonna work down this shoreline over to that point. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time in here, but the tide's flowing. I saw some bait moving, so I'm just gonna take a couple throws, see if I can't get lucky and land a fish before I even get out of the Crash Boat Basin. Oh dude, it feels good to be on the Solo. I missed it so much. It's just such an awesome fishing machine. It really freaking is. Really is. All right, I know I said I was gonna start with top water, but this bridge has a pretty good drop right through here, so I'm just gonna throw a dark colored lure. It's gonna be a down south purple rain, just to see if there's some bigger fish chilling on the bottom. It's an outgoing tide, so it looks pretty good to fish this side. See, what's this water clarity looking like? Water clarity is about 3 feet. Pretty good. Definitely not what I've been in Florida, but it looks good. Any salty water is good water for me, man. All right, so threw a couple times, no bites. I'm a blast out. It's gonna be the first time I start up this motor in about a month. I have pretty good confidence though. I use ethanol-free fuel, so I'm not really worried about the carburetor getting clogged or anything like that. Second pull. Ooh, ran super strong. I'm gonna let this motor just idle a bit since it's been so long. Just kind of letting it get back into its groove. It feels good to be back in some waters that I know, and on the skiff that just, man, this thing just fishes. It fishes so good. I just can't get this smile off of my face. That just really shows you how much I freaking love this skiff. When you get back on it and you just can't stop smiling, it's pretty good. I worked over here to this wall. I just idled the motor. I'm just gonna pretty much drift this little bank right here and see if I can pick up a fish. I've caught a really good fish previously right here. If you guys want to go check out that video, I'll put it right up here in this card. It was a nice solid trout. I'm pretty sure that was like the only fish of the day. Maybe it caught one or two more, but it was a nice fish to start the day on that trip. I already hung up. These conditions are just too good. I'm gonna have to throw on some top water. The water is 71 degrees. See if I can get a little top water action for the first time in a very long time. All right, so nothing along this little ledge. So it's time to go up into the marsh. Let's get it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, baby. Ah, this feels good. All right, so I pulled up to Sweetwater Lake. I haven't fished this in a long time. Just gonna take some chunks across this little mouth right here. I'm gonna probably work this reef down just a little bit. Tide's coming out right now, so I'm guessing if something's gonna stack up, it just might stack up right out here. All right, well, I've worked my way up to the mouth in Sweetwater Lake, or up to this little pinch point in Sweetwater Lake. Haven't had a bite. I've seen one redfish swirl, but besides that, that's it. Kind of sucks. I was hoping to have a fish by now, but that's all part of fishing. And it's been a while since I've been fishing, so I haven't really kept up to know where the fish are at currently. So I figured Sweetwater Lake is usually just a pretty good go-to spot. And so here I am. All right, guys, well, I think I've spotted my first redfish. So this whole thing back here is just one giant flat. And since the water is warmer, I believe these fish might be up on the flats instead of on these drops. So usually the wind is too strong out of the south to really even be able to paddle up against this. So that was either a redfish or I guess that was a redfish. Kind of looked like a stingray. Man, this water is way dirtier than I wanted it to be. Oh, it is a stingray. He's right here. Bloop. Hey, little dude. Ooh, another stingray. Dang. This area is packed with stingrays. Look at that guy. Little Ray. Man, I would not want to be wading in these waters right now. So many stingrays. There's another one. There's another one. Too shallow, way too fast up there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna use the wind and just drift on down the opening of Sweetwater Lake, see if I can pick up a fish. I saw some great bait action. It was just a bunch of stingrays. Didn't see any redfish. You know, it's just kind of just one of them things. You got to go check it out and explore. And since I've been off the water for a while, or at least off the water in the Solo Skiff, you know, just might take a little bit longer for me to find them today. There we go, there's a fish. Finally, dang. Feels like a red, man. It didn't hit it though. Yeah, it's tugging like a red. Just didn't hit it like a red. What is it? What is it? Oh yeah, it's a red. There we go. Nice little red fish. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, oh, you bastard. Ah, oh, dude. That is frustrating. Lord. It's a nice red fish. Ah, it took a long time to catch a fish. and then he gets off. Man, oh man, is that somewhat frustrating. Maybe I was horsing him a little too hard. Dang, man, pretty aggravating when that happens, especially when it's the first fish of the day after fishing for a couple hours. But hey, I had to get the dust off, finally catching a fish in a good while. Felt pretty good. It was a good hook set. I guess it was just in that soft lip of his skin. But man, he twisted just right and the hook came out. I saw it the whole time. I mean, he was right on the surface. I was probably horsing him a little too hard up at the surface. You know, it's fine. I got the skunk off. Felt good. Now I'm just gonna continue to fish down this edge. I mean, I caught a fish right when I started to do it, so let's keep on. Well, I didn't get any more bites. No big deal. I've still got plenty of day left, and man, it just feels good being out in waters that I know on the Solo Skiff. So I'm actually gonna go fish South Deer Island. I haven't done it, I don't think, ever. And with the winds coming out of the southeast like that island should block a lot of this wind side. And I'm gonna see if I can get on some trout and reds. So let's get on it. All right, fellers. I don't know why I keep saying fellers. I am now fishing a reef I've never fished before. I'm out in West Bay, and I forgot what reef it's called, but it's just west of South Deer Island. I've seen some good bait action, some good bird action. Looks pretty cool. I'm just gonna drift this reef and see if I can pick up some trout. Like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to incorporate different styles. And so I was up in the marsh area, caught that one red, but not many fish. So I'm out here just drifting this. It's actually pretty protected out here, which is nice. And so I'm just gonna ride this reef line all the way down and around and see if I can't just pick up a couple drift fish. I'm excited about it, man. This is it's just, you know, that new style of fishing for me. Not a new style, but just a style I don't incorporate a whole lot. And so using this as the tactic, I like it. It feels good, especially fishing new waters. Well, not fishing new waters, but I'm fishing a new area. I usually, if I'm in West Bay, I stay in the marsh and do the whole marsh thing. But hey, this is pretty cool. There's a couple boats out in front of me actually that are stacked up, looking pretty good. Oh, that felt like a fish, dude. What's my depth? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Three, 4 foot. Oh, I just missed a hit. Dang it, dude. Missed that guy. Oh, there was another one. Back at the launch, picked up the Solo Skiff. Man, that redfish got off, which that always sucks, and I didn't get a hookup from then on. Man, it felt great being back on the Solo Skiff. Beautiful weather. Oh, it just feels good that it's finally starting to become a little more spring-like here. And I was just happy to get back on the Solo. Fish or not, it just feels good to run around on this guy and explore. And I'm just glad to bring you guys along with me back on the Solo Skiff for the first time in like a month. Thanks for watching another episode of Kagen Fishing. I'll catch you next time.